Hello everyone! Welcome back! Today I'm telling the story of how my school's milk was expired. I don't know what the thumbnail and title are going to be, but hopefully it's something along those lines. Basically, today was a normal day at school. It was a normal lunch, as usual. Yeah, it wasn't that good, it wasn't too bad. It was mediocre. And as usual, every time I get my lunch, I always get the regular 1% plain milk. And you might be like, oh my god, imagine getting the plain milk. Everyone gets the chocolate milk. And this is very, very true. Everyone I know around me does get the chocolate milk. Nobody gets the plain milk. They either get the chocolate milk or the juice. Plain milk is like the last thing you would ever want to get. It's like the healthy option. It tastes bad, right? But the thing is, I really don't like chocolate milk that much. I don't know why. It's just like milk is supposed to just be slightly sweet and not supposed to taste chocolatey. So I've never really liked chocolate milk that much, and I've never really drank it that much. Oh, another reason why is probably my brother throws up every time he has chocolate milk. So that might also be why I don't like it, because I associate it with throwing up, which is obviously not good. Anyways, speaking of throwing up, today, during lunch, after getting my milk, as usual, I head back to my seat. I always check the expiration dates on these milks. And this milk expired, I think, today. So today was the expiration date. So it should have still been fine. Like, usually, milk is still okay to drink a few days after the expiration date, right? At least from my experience at home. With, yeah. Now the thing is, I open the milk, I start eating my lunch, and I take a sip of this milk while talking with my friends. And then I just absolutely I take a small sip. And then I absolutely cannot stand it. And the problem is I don't have water. Now, if you have water, it's easier to mask the smell. Because this milk was stinky. It was rancid. It was it was basically just bad. It was completely rotten. I don't know why. Because I've had these types of experiences before with the school milk. And I have no idea why I didn't choose to sniff it before, or just do a very, very quick taste test before actually taking a sip. But I don't know. I just was not on my guard that day, right? And so it was so bad, and I had to wolf down a bunch of food in order to prevent myself from it was I don't know, this is hard to describe because it was very, very disappointing. It was stinky. It was just like having something very stinky in your mouth and you couldn't get rid of it. And I didn't have water, so I could only wolf down food. Anyways, so when something like this happens, right, I think it's safe to assume that if one milk is expired and rancid, horrible, bad, rotten, whatever, within a batch of milk, then the whole batch is likely going to be ruined too. Right? It doesn't really make sense. Okay, it's not like eggs, right? When you have one rotten egg, the egg is rotten because of some bacteria got into it. Milk usually gets rotten because it's just expired. And seeing as this milk was at the expiration date, I assumed that this milk was obviously not good to drink and expired. So, I did the right thing. I think anyone would do. I went to the lunch lady and I was like, oh, hey, this milk is expired. I drank it. It smells stinky. You can smell it if you want. But I don't think it's safe to have people drinking this stuff, right? Well, I didn't really say that part, but I was just like, oh, I think, shouldn't you guys throw this out because it's rotten? And then she was like, oh, just because this one milk is rotten doesn't mean the whole batch is rotten. You can switch it out for a fruit punch or something. And I'm like, what? I didn't say that. In my mind, I'm like, hold on. You're saying that if someone comes to you with expired milk out of this batch, and they tell you expired, and then um, you continue to serve this batch of milk to unsuspecting people so that they also get this rotten milk. I don't think that's very safe, especially for a school cafeteria, right? Like, a school cafeteria should have safe food standards. And maybe I was being a bit of a Karen overreacting there, but I didn't say this in public, obviously. I was just like, okay, sure, fine. And I just took a fruit punch and I gave it to someone else because I don't really like fruit punch. But anyways, maybe I was overreacting a bit. But I think, like, at any other restaurant, if, like, some milk was expired, you would kind of expect them to, like, throw out their existing milk at least at the same expiration date, right? And the reason why I think, like, oftentimes you can't just go by the expiration date. The lunch lady just used the expiration date as a reason. But if your milk is not properly refrigerated, which in this case, I don't think it was. Like, the bottom of the refrigeration box was all damp and, like, wet. And it's always like that. And so it's quite concerning. But if your refrigerator looks like that and one of the milks has gone bad, I think it's your responsibility to take out all the other milks. And plus, it's not like she's going to lose money herself. Anyways, it's like the government and taxpayers' money, right? So, like, I don't know. I think it's just a bit strange. Maybe she did have a point. Maybe the other ones weren't right. Maybe I should have checked another one just to be sure. But from my understanding and life experience, obviously it's less than hers, but in my opinion, I think if one milk is rotten and all the milks are in the same place, and I took that milk from around the center of the pile, it's not just this one case. I think most of them are also going to be bad, right? Yeah, and okay, so anyways, it's not easy being a lunch lady though. Like, this lunch lady has stayed here for quite a long time, and we had this one lunch lady for, like, this is just like the cashier person. We have like a bunch of other lunch aides, but like we only had like one cashier at the hot lunch line for a very long time, and so the line was very slow. And sometimes we only still have one lunch lady at the cashier line, so the lunch lines are super long. But recently we got another one, but they don't show up half the time or something. And so, like, half the days you'll have like no lunch line because there's two cashiers, and other half of the day you'll have like a ginormous line because there's only one. Anyways, oh yeah, remember my story? I don't know if you guys remember. Remember my story about taking like so much salad because it was free? Well, guess what? That lunch lady was like, "Oh, look, you're taking so much salad. This will count as $1 extra for an extra vegetable." And now, after she said that, I can see, like, when she's checking me out, I can see like which option she clicks, and she always clicks the $1 extra option for me. And so yeah, it's a bit annoying. I don't despise this lunch lady. I admire her hard work, I guess, but like, it is a bit annoying that or it's a bit concerning, I guess, that food safety standards at schools, or at my school at least, is not what I thought it would be. And yeah, I guess it's fair to charge me extra dollar for trying to exploit the system, but I'm still a bit not perturbed. That's a good word. Perturbed by this encounter with the rotten milk. So yeah, that is the story of how rotten milk ruined my school lunch, I guess. I still have no idea what my title's going to be. Anyways, I was super productive today, guys. I'm telling you, I like completely revamped my existing. So I had like, I don't know, 5% maybe of the video done already. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about the new Schnackaroo video I'm planning on releasing soon. I actually might be able to get it done within 15 days. No promises though. That's like the fastest I think it'll be. Like, I think I see hope if I manage to maintain this level of productivity. And I hope I will, because I had so much fun. I'm telling you guys. Like, it really helped me solidify my ideas, because You know, before I thought, oh, maybe I only do YouTube for the views. You know, maybe I only like that, and maybe it's still part of that. But I had so much fun making the video. I watched it back to myself. I'm like, oh my god, this is not bad. And I was like smiling to myself. It's just such a satisfying feeling. And so if you guys ever are interested, you guys should try and make your own videos too. Why not, right? It's never too late. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Like the video if you liked it. Also, subscribe to my main channel. Subscribe to my main channel. Join my Discord. And I will, oh yeah, one last thing. One problem I'm having while recording my videos, I can't really record a voiceover. Because I'm like, still kind of nose stuffed. So, the problem is whenever I voiceover, you can't really hear on Schnucka 2, I guess, when I'm talking normally. But when I try to like enunciate very clearly and like voiceover for my video, it's like, you can hear it, my nose is clogged. And so yeah, maybe I'll wait a couple days. I'll continue editing though, don't worry guys. I will get this video out to you guys soon. I'm motivated. My 3-hour plan is working for those of you who watched my yesterday's video. And yeah, hopefully it works tomorrow too. Goodbye!